Welcome to the Automated Daily, Top News Edition. I'm your host, Trend Teller, and today, on the 31st of August, 2023, we're diving into the most significant stories from around the globe. From the latest on Hurricane Idalia and Typhoon Saola to the ongoing discussions about AI regulations, we've got you covered. First up, we're tracking the path of Hurricane Idalia, which has now made landfall in Georgia after wreaking havoc on Florida's Gulf Coast. The storm has claimed at least 2 lives and left hundreds of thousands without power. Although Idalia has weakened to a Category 1 hurricane, it's still packing a punch with winds of 75 miles per hour. As it moves further inland, it's expected to lose some of its strength but will remain a hurricane as it sweeps across southeastern Georgia and southern South Carolina. President Biden has pledged federal support to aid in the emergency response. Meanwhile, on the other side of the globe, China is bracing for the impact of Typhoon Saola. The country has issued its highest typhoon warning as the storm, with winds exceeding 200 kilometers per hour, approaches the southeastern coastline. Residents of Hong Kong and Guangdong province are preparing for heavy rainfall, storm surges, and potential infrastructure damage. Measures such as suspending classes and train services have been put in place to ensure public safety. Turning to health news, the upcoming rollout of COVID booster shots in the U.S. is sparking debate about the virus's seasonal nature. While many anticipated COVID to follow a pattern similar to the flu, evidence suggests otherwise. The decision to administer booster shots is based on the assumption that new variants will emerge, necessitating updated vaccines. However, experts are urging caution, emphasizing the need for continued research and vigilance to fully understand the virus. In the world of technology, governments worldwide are grappling with how to regulate AI tools as rapid advances in artificial intelligence complicate efforts to agree on laws governing their use. From Australia to the United States, countries are taking steps to understand and manage the impact of AI on consumers, businesses, and privacy. North Korea has conducted a simulated nuclear strike on targets across South Korea in response to Allied exercises that it perceives as plans for a preemptive nuclear attack by the United States. The state media has detailed North Korea's vision of a potential war, including striking the South with nuclear weapons and occupying its territory. Japan has vowed to intercept any missiles that fly over its territory, and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has urged his military to step up war preparedness. Over in England, figures obtained by Labour reveal that over 120,000 people died last year while on the NHS waiting list for hospital treatment. This record high number is double the amount of patients who died in 2017-18. Hospital bosses attribute these deaths to a decade of underinvestment in the NHS, resulting in a shortage of staff and beds. The NHS has criticised the way Labour reached their conclusions, but doctors' groups did not raise concerns about the accuracy of the figures. Climate change is making its impact felt in the insurance industry, with home insurance policies becoming more expensive due to weather events linked to climate change. Some insurers have stopped writing new policies in states heavily impacted by disasters, while others are raising prices or reducing coverage. Consumers can expect to pay more for home insurance and may have to make tougher choices regarding coverage limits and deductibles. In medical research news, investment in a new tuberculosis vaccine is a positive step, but more efforts are needed to advance treatments, diagnostics, and biosocial issues in order to meet the goal of ending the tuberculosis epidemic by 2035. A multi-pronged approach that combines biosocial, therapeutic, and vaccination measures is necessary to effectively tackle tuberculosis. Finally, a gene allele called DR4 has been identified as offering more than a 10% average reduction in the risk of developing Alzheimer's and Parkinson's diseases. This discovery could lead to the development of targeted vaccines that could slow or halt the progression of these neurodegenerative diseases. In a significant escalation, Ukraine has launched a series of drone strikes on 6 regions of Russia, destroying warplanes and damaging military equipment. The Kremlin has vowed that the attacks will not go unpunished, and is working to prevent further strikes. And that's a wrap for today's edition of the Automated Daily. I'm Trend Teller, and I'll be back tomorrow with more top news stories. Stay informed, stay safe, and have a great day.